Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't ready for this. I'm not gonna lie. So you guys know that unboxing process went horribly wrong. It was terrible. I hated it. But good god, I sat here now for the last, I would say, 3-4 hours just dialing in settings and figuring out how this OLED works and stuff like that. Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude, this TV is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I've never ever, I'm going on record here, never ever looked at an OLED and liked it like I like this one. Because this one's running on the X1 Extreme processor, so you have all those extra picture options that the brand new A9G doesn't have. So you're able to get a much better picture. I mean, like, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, if I go into picture settings, right? And I go into this auto 24p sync, Sony ripped this out of the brand new A9G, and all you have is auto. That's bullshit, dude. This feature makes OLED what it is. You're able to sync up a 24p source, and it makes everything look so much better. And of course, dialed in with the Bravia colors and the X1 Extreme processor, man, this thing is a beast. Dude, like, I've seen these demos at least 100 times minimally. And out of all the times that I've seen them, I've never been truly blown away like I'm freaking blown away. I'm trying not to swear as much because I know that bothers some people, but I mean, I cannot help myself when I'm having just so much fun right now. Like, I cannot believe what is actually happening on my screen. This is a freaking OLED? Like, OLED, I'm just gonna say this right now, I'm so sorry for everybody that bought an LG OLED. You're getting ripped off. Like, my dudes, you're getting ripped off. Because I had the LG E8. It didn't do this. The C8 didn't do this. The B7, C7, all the OLEDs I've had in my lifetime that were always LG. And I just thought, you know, this is just OLED, this is what it looks like. And of course, when I go over to a customer's house and I calibrate, I'm not allowed to play around and mess with the settings however I like. I'm doing it to the standard, I'm in there to do a job and I take off, right? But this is the first time I'm actually able to play around with stuff like with my content on my sources, with my ambient light. And the Sony OLED is something freaking special, at least the A8G with the X1 Extreme processor, and people were complaining, talking about, oh, it's dim, it's gonna be just another A8F. Bull crap, okay? This TV is amazing. It's not dim like people are trying to pretend. Like, I've got tons of brightness for like when the lights are on. LG didn't. It had like sloppy brightness. It was literally unusable. This has manageable freaking brightness, y'all. Like, dude, to the point where like you can like watch anime. Like, I was watching Demon Slayer, that scene where I don't know his name, I'm just kind of getting into the anime, but the dude with the lightning powers that could like whip out a sword and do that like first form or whatever, it was so sick on this TV. Like, oh my god, dude, I haven't been this enthusiastic about a TV since the first time I got my Samsung Q8FN. Like, I'm like a freaking kid in a candy store. I actually ended up playing some Forza, and that's why like these videos are coming out at like the late afternoon right now, because I've literally just been like enjoying having my TV, and that has not happened for quite a while. And I will say, like, I am just over the moon happy. Finally, I can say something good about OLED. Finally, I get it. Finally, I see what people are seeing when they say OLED's fantastic. I mean, LG needs to figure something out with their OLED, because it's not it. Because even without a color space management system, because make no mistake, the X1 Extreme processor does not have a color space management system, but it's okay because you have all the shadow detail. For those wondering, no black crush. I mean, I'm flabbergasted. Like, how did Sony do this? I mean, really though, like, I'm bugging right now. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this TV is incredible. The depth is there. The colors are there. The only thing I would really gripe about is the motion. The motion isn't as smooth as I would like. Now, that being said, it's not bad enough to warrant doing an update, and it's nowhere near as bad as the Sony X930E was. But man, let me tell you right now, oh my god, let's get it. Like, bro, I'm about to go through all these demos, yo. Like, I'm like so hyped right now. Like, you don't even understand. Yeah, like, oh my god, dude. Like, the highlights are there. Like, oh man, this is like everything you want in a TV. Like, seriously, let's go to another demo, dude. Like, I don't think y'all are getting it though. Like, let's do this one, since Fire Breather has like some like really bright highlights, right? Like, let's show you what I'm talking about, because otherwise I'll just sound like a happy, crazy person. And no, this is not the placebo effect of having a new TV. I do this all the time. I see tons of TVs, but this one right here is something special. Now, of course, because it's an OLED, I'm not expecting it to get crazy bright, but, you know, I feel like that level of brightness right there, it's enough. It's comfortable enough to be like, oh, okay, something's bright happening. Now, if I'm being completely transparent here, it was far more amazing on the Hisense H9F, this particular scene, as far as the brightness goes, and that pop and that sting, like all that definitely looked better on the H9F. But I can see more details, obviously, on the OLED, and it is a more, I guess, immersive experience, completely pitch black, and you got the nice highlights popping off. But what amazes me the most, again, is the lack of black crush on this display. I mean, again, they're using LG's panels. LG is clearly capable of doing what Sony is able to do, like, since it's the same technology, same panel tech, but Sony just knows what they're doing. They've got the experience. I mean, seriously, this is next level stuff. Like, I'm trying to put it into words, like how crazy it is right now that I'm looking at an OLED without black crush, number one, and number two, on top of not having black crush, like, you have all these extra tools like at your disposal to do with whatever you want, and it makes the difference like 100%. Like, it definitely does, dude. Now, the only thing I really don't like is when you go up into your picture options and you want to try to adjust the motion. You have some customizable options, way more than the A9G for sure, but I don't like that your clearness option under custom isn't as customizable as it is on the Sony X900E. So that's just one of my big gripes, but not really a big deal. Also, for those wondering, I guess I got lucky, I don't know, but my A8G shipped with Oreo 8.0, so I'm not on that old firmware that a lot of the reviewers were complaining about and a lot of owners were complaining about getting. I literally got the brand new firmware, so lucky me, or maybe that's just what they're doing now that it's later on in the year. They're just shipping the updated models. But yeah, dude, it's freaking incredible, dude. I'm about this life right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is just crazy, dude. Like, all the color that I could possibly need. Now, oh yes, very important to mention, I was really worried about reds. I was so scared that reds would be like LG, like pukey green. That's not a thing here. They're not blood orange, they're really red. And the way that, now I'm gonna be very real with you, like, you can't use standard or like all the other modes. You need to go into cinema to make that happen. But once you go into cinema, like, everything's amazing. Like, and of course, I'll be giving you guys my picture settings so you guys know what I'm using to pull all this off and what's really blowing my mind right now. But essentially, this is just crazy stuff. I mean, dang. Like, is this for real right now? Like, this is an OLED, dude, and it's performing a lot like an LED TV. Like, people were talking about Sony's the dimmest on the market. It's a dark, ugly picture. Yeah, freaking right. Try again. I mean, I'm sitting in front of this thing and like, dude, I'm the first one that'll tell you if OLED's slacking, dude. The first one. And this is legit. Like, and you guys already know, OLED still has burn-in. Now let's be real. Just because I have an OLED and I'm enjoying the picture, I'm not gonna BS you. This thing is definitely susceptible to burn in hell. I already have one dead pixel and I unboxed it, right? Okay, so let's just, you know, keep it real here. It's still an OLED and pixels do die. Like, that's gonna happen eventually. And then I'll have to spend another $2,000 or whatever the price is for the next latest and greatest at the time. Whenever, however soon, or however late, don't know. But I'm taking that chance because, you know, for once, I actually listened to my wife, and hey, imagine that. I absolutely am enjoying this TV. Now, contrary to what some people may believe, I'm not saying anything positive about this simply because my wife likes OLED. I don't roll that way. If I don't like it, I will tell you. You know what I mean? But, dude, like, what the hell? I did not see this coming. Like, I just knew I would be able to tell my wife, yeah, I don't like it. It's going back. You know, I was ready for it, right? I was like rubbing my hands, you know, getting ready, licking my chops like, oh, I already know this thing's going back. I'm not gonna like no OLED. This shit's gonna be dim. The color's gonna be crap. I'm not gonna be about it. But I was wrong. I was so wrong, and it feels good to be wrong about something like this. Because now I don't have to lug it down the stairs. Now I don't have to go through return exchanges and try to find out something else and hope that doesn't come damaged. I get all the details in the movies that I'm looking for, all the colors that exceed LG, by the way. Like, people that are playing games with you guys talking about LG's like the more like amazing OLED on the market right now, like have not seen the A8G. And I'm telling you right now, I'm no different. I used to believe that LG was the most colorful that you could possibly get. They got a color space management system, yada, 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 right? I hadn't got my hands on the A8G. And funny story about this, I had a couple of people in this community, and then a couple of my colleagues actually look at me and they go, hey, bro, no, really, like, I mean, you know I love you, bro, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Get yourself the A8G, that TV is on next level stuff. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, bro. And then I broke down, obviously, because now my wife wanted the OLED as well, and they were right, dude. Like, everybody that has this TV that told me about it, they were right, dude. Like, I've come from LG not doing it like this. I'm going on almost 11 minutes telling you LG is not doing it like this. You might want to listen. Like, if you're like on the fence between the C9 and the A8G, get this TV. Don't pay that extra like $500 for the C9. It is not a better TV. And may I just say, the upscaling on this TV is the best. I mean, it's just simply the best. I mean, Sony's killing it, dude. Like, I can't wait tonight, bro, just binging movies. Like, oh my God, like movie night. Like, you guys don't even know. You don't even know what's happening, dude. Like, I'm bugging, dude. Like, I can't believe this. Like, you could probably hear it over the camera. Like, this is genuine, dude. I don't fake this kind of stuff for views or any of that crap. I don't care. Like, I'm being real with you because I need you to understand, like, I am one of, if not the biggest people calling out OLED right now for burn-in, for washed color, for all the other flaws that they have. And honestly, this TV is shutting me down a little bit. They're making me look stupid. And I'm okay with that. I want that. That's what I want. Show me I'm wrong. Prove to me that you're as good as everybody says. And with this TV, it's happening. And I'm so fucking happy. Like, ear to ear right now, bro. Like, all these scenes, like, you guys don't see it. The camera won't do it justice. Every shade of blue isolated perfectly, every shade of red, every shade of green, everything in the sky, just how it's supposed to be, the natural balance, the natural contrast. Like, oh my God, like, dudes, like, I don't know how to contain myself. So you guys are just gonna have to listen to a whole video of pure excitement. I mean, this is not a formal review. I haven't even, why I'm so freaked out, right? I haven't even calibrated this yet. I just dialed in settings because, I mean, of course, I'm a master at what I do. I know how, obviously, to work my way around a Sony TV, but this TV, up and running with like excellent white balance. It's not far off from being calibrated from what I can see out of the box in cinema mode. I mean, this is pretty damn good. And I'm just saying, like, if I touch this thing, it's going to the next level. I'm like, it cannot possibly get any better. Can it? And if it does, oh my God, I'm not ready for this right now. Like, dude, I hope y'all are seeing some of this, at least just a little hair of this. Like, that tapestry is looking like so real right now. Like, it's like you're there, dude. Like, it's freaking dope. Oh man, and the best part, no blooming ever, no clouding ever. You don't have to worry about that trash. You just get all the benefits, basically, of a nice, rich OLED picture without going through also LG's flaws, which when things got bright, like the scenes get a little sloppy or elevated black and things like that I was running into on my E8 sometimes. I don't have that here. And like scenes like this where you'd expect it to crush out, it doesn't. You see everything. I honestly don't know how Sony did it. Like, dude, if I had the engineer's number, right, I'd call him up and I'd be like, dude, how did y'all do this? Like, tell me now, like, how did you do this? Like, this is incredible. Like, I can't believe y'all were able to do this. Yo, let's go to that new joint right there. Like, bro, this one right here probably gonna look crazy. I've never seen this one. I'm already telling you, the colors are, bro, they're banging. Oh, I can't wait, dude. I'm fucking tripping. Like, I got a chance to play some Forza in HDR. And HDR isn't like amazing or anything, but this TV did definitely polish it up quite a bit and make it look really darn good. Most definitely the best I've ever seen Forza Horizon 3 look on OLED. I'll just say that, but that's the only game I tried out so far. But as far as a first impression, a live reaction to this TV, this is as real as it gets, man. Oh yeah. If you're asking yourself, should you do this? Is it worth the $2,000? I was asking that. I'm like, no TV's worth $2,000, which still I feel that way. I still think that, you know, I think maybe lower it down to $15.99 for the 65-inch. You know, Sony, do us a favor, damn. But all right, I don't feel salty about the price because I'm seeing a $2,000 picture most Absolutely, most definitely, yes. I'm seeing it. I want for nothing in this picture. And because Sony has that smooth gradation, I mean, like, everything's popping, dude. Like, you got the blue in this image, everything, dude. Like, the gradations are clean as it transitions sunset to sunset. I mean, skyline to skyline, this thing's clean, man. No black crush. I mean, can we get a chant going in the comment section for that no black crush, though? Like, what? How did they do that? Like, you're joking. And you would think that I'm accomplishing that by, like, you know, defeating all the picture processing. I gotta break it to you guys, we're using picture processing, including the black level adjust. Because if I didn't use it, I'd have even more shadow detail than what you're seeing right now. Is that, like, bonkers? Like, what? Oh man, Sony, you made a monster. Now, to keep it real and to kind of balance this out a bit, because I get it, I'm pretty hype. This isn't placebo, but I'm legit hype right now, right? Okay. Now, where they did mess up, I don't like the build quality of the TV. That's cheap as hell. I mean, real cheap. Like, it's plastic. There's like no metal on the frame. Like, it feels like a $500 TV, like to the touch. Not cool, like, at all. And that ashy ass stand, I'm not about that life either. Where they make up for it is this picture. This picture is where they put the money. And I'm seeing my money's worth in this picture. Everything is what I want. And I can't say that about any other TV right now. This has literally everything that I wanted in an image right now. I mean, an argument obviously could be made for brightness. But I mean, who doesn't want brightness, right? I mean, stuff just comes alive with brightness. I wish there was a way they could give me this with more brightness. If Sony ever does that, I mean, I'm sorry to everybody else out there making TVs, it's gonna be game over. Because it, fucking hell, what are they feeding this thing outside of the X1 Extreme, you know? Like, it's crazy, because I had TVs with the X1 Extreme. That's what I don't understand. I had the 930. I had the 900F. They did not look like this. This thing right here is a juggernaut. Listen to me when I say 17 minutes telling you how great this is. Sony didn't pay me. Sony didn't do anything for me. In fact, fuck Sony for destroying all my other TVs and nerfing their entire lineup of LED TVs so that you go out and buy this bad boy. But, you know, I will say this, when you do buy this bad boy, goddamn, you know? Because I mean, really, like, and I'm just being real with you guys, like, this is fucking crazy. Like, oh my God. Knowing that Sony is capable of this is just like, oh my God. Are they serious right now with all that other picture quality stuff? So, I'm gonna end the video, because I literally can go all night just talking about how great this is. I really hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, let me know. I mean, like, in the comment section down below. I mean, because, like, this is getting crazy. But thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty. And until the next video, see you guys later.